And I want to take you straight to Ukraine, where this video has been shot. India Today's defense editor Abhishek Balla reporting from the country. Also from Ukraine's capital right now is Rajesh Pawar, who is a combat veteran. He's also been reporting for India Today. Rajesh, I want to come to you first because, we've seen the use of, combat drones right through this entire conflict so far. But this video that's been put out by the Minister of Interior Affairs of Ukraine depicts what we, saw for the last time perhaps somewhere in Iraq and Syria. ISIS has been doing this. We do know that this is a kind of technology that is under research in many countries, the ability to employ basic drones rigged with improvised explosive devices, to convert them into these very rudimentary but clearly very effective short-range bombers, which can drop grenades on small groups of troops or vehicles. And it appears from this video, Rajesh, that it has been, at least to a limited extent, successful.
Very true. And this video which we just saw of a basic drone being used to destroy a vehicle, this is the future of warfare. In the coming wars, we see the war will not be fought by tanks and guns so much. It will be more based on drones and technology. And a basic drone, if it can inflict this kind of damage on the equipment which costs much more, it's a very, very low cost option. And this is also, there's another frightening aspect to this kind of use of drones for military purpose is in the hand of terrorists. As you said, ISIS used it in Iraq and in Syria. And in coming days, we will see this, that even non-state actors, the terrorist groups, will be using these kind of low-cost equipment, low-cost drones to inflict heavy damage on expensive weaponry of the states. And in Ukraine war, Shiv, we have seen right from the beginning, be it Bayraktars, be it switchblades, we have seen the amount of devastation they brought to Russian supply lines and armor when they were around Kiev and north of Ukraine, and they were forced to retreat. Also, we have seen the Bayraktars used for the Raptor-class speedboats, two of them which were destroyed a few days back in Black Sea near the Snake Island. So the drones all across, from these low-cost drones to high-cost, high state-of-art drones, we are seeing somehow they are changing the course of this battle, and they are proving to be a deciding factor in this war, be it from Russian side or be it from Ukrainian side.
And the scary part, like you rightly said, these are extremely low-cost weapons being used against much higher-cost things like vehicles and, of course, priceless human life. Abhishek, this is scary stuff because, according to some analysts and observers, a simple drone, which could be a Chinese drone or a, off-the-shelf drone rigged with a small release mechanism carrying a grenade, being able to view a target and then drop a grenade of this manner is an extremely high return on investment, if I can use that phrase, because such a weapon would cost maybe just a few $100s, but this video shows it can create real damage. It has probably killed and injured some of those Russian troops.
Shiv, it's getting quite evident now that the way this war is headed, drones are going to be a very dominant factor, if not the most dominant factor in this conflict. Ukraine has used a mix of highly sophisticated drones, where we've seen, recently they targeted even patrol boats of the Russian Navy. And now we are seeing very basic elementary drones also being used. And very specifically in the Donbas region, Shiv, which is a flat land, the terrain is such that, drones can be extremely effective in picking up even the slightest of military movement that the Russians are doing. And the Russians are getting quite desperate to move forward towards Kharkiv. I have been reporting from that area, and there is a pitched battle going on the border of Kharkiv and Donbas. And that's where these drones are going to be extremely effective. And that's the reason why that whatever aid is coming from US and other countries, Ukraine has been insisting that they want more of such drones. They've already got, a lot of these drones from the US as part of the $800 million military package that was announced. And what I've picked up is that they are insisting on even the MQ-9 Reaper drones from the US. The Great Britain has announced that they will provide them with some drones. So it's very clear that moving forward, Ukraine is banking on this strategy of using drones.
Rajesh and Abhishek, thank you very much for joining me on that story. You know, this is the second drone special broadcast we've done just this week.